Hey y'all, it's a beautiful day in the Ozarks today and we are making cheesecakes for local flavor. So let's get this done. Here we have 21 pounds of cream cheese, 6 pounds of marshmallow cream, and 4 pounds of sugar. So this is gonna make about 7 of these and 2 small half pans. So while this is mixing up, we're gonna make our crust. 5 pounds of graham cracker crumbs. Three pounds. Let's mix. You're gonna mix this until it looks like wet sand. We're gonna add some vanilla. We're gonna add about a cup of vanilla. You want it to where when you pinch it, it kind of holds together. So let's get our vanilla incorporated really good in there. So it came to my attention yesterday, some of our customers came in, a lady named Debbie with her husband and another couple, and they told me that something that I was not aware of. So she said she had sent me a Facebook message a long time ago. I think it was even last year. She said, I sent you a Facebook message, and I said, I try to answer all my Facebook messages, and I do. I try so hard to keep up with all the messages, answer back if somebody asks me a question, and engage with everybody. And I said, I don't remember that. So I went back and she said, well, maybe it was in your spam. Had no idea that Facebook has spam. I had no idea. And when I found it, I had hundreds of messages that I had not answered, and I felt terrible. So I went through last night trying my best to answer all the messages and saying, I'm so sorry, I just saw this message. And some of the things that we have on the menu, or if they can make a reservation, all kinds of stuff that I had not answered. Now, there was also a couple of funny things, not funny, but funny. You thought you were being funny. I don't know what you thought you were being, but a couple of things that caught my eye was a couple of rude comments. Why do we gotta be rude? Why do people gotta be rude? I mean, I don't understand why you gotta be rude. If you don't like me, if you think I talk too much and you don't like me, all you have to do is scroll. That's all you have to do. You don't have to say mean things. But one of the things that I thought was funny, I'm gonna show you. From Joan in South Carolina. Let me show you what Joan had to say. Look what Joan had to say to me. You have gained some weight. Joan, I know what I look like, Joan. I own a mirror. I know that I need to lose weight. I know this. You don't need to tell me. And most people who have flaws already know that. I know that you're trying to tell me that I've gained weight. I went through your pictures, Joan. I'm not going to show your pictures. I'm just not going to do it, because is this also a cry for help? Do you need a dictionary? Do you need to learn how to spell? There were some more on there. There were some more, I'm not gonna lie. Joan's not the only one. Another one of my all-time favorites was, how did you fit your arms in that shirt? One arm at a time, baby, one arm at a time. Crying shame. I don't understand why people have to be so rude. I mean, if you can't be kind, be quiet. Anyway, crying shame. I mean, does my family have a group chat where we make fun of people? Yes. Yes, we do. But we do not do it to people's faces and hurt their feelings. We have boundaries. We draw the line at hurting people's feelings to their face. So, let's put this crust in the pans. This cup right here, and it's a 2-cup measuring cup. It usually takes about 4 cups to a pan. And then I just spread it out and mash them down, just like that. We're gonna bake all of our crust at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. Then we're gonna let them all cool and put our cream cheese mixture in. Pretty sure people send my stuff to each other, making fun of me all the time. Just don't do it to my face. I don't do it to your face, don't do it to my face. As you can tell, it didn't bother me in the least. I just spent 30 minutes stalking her, trying to find a bad picture, and it didn't take me long. Look how smooth and creamy our filling looks. Oh my goodness. That looks great. Now we're just gonna wait on our crust to cool. We'll be ready to fill them up. Crust are cool. Now we're gonna fill each one of our cheesecakes here and get that all spread out. Now let's make our scrumptious topping. 7 quarts of heavy cream, 2 pounds of powdered sugar, 1 cup of vanilla bean paste. Now mix on high until it starts to make peaks. Looking good. Now we ice. This is our most popular dessert. 7 full pan cheesecakes will last us about 2 weeks, maybe, but they usually don't. I usually always make 2 small pans because sometimes we have people who don't want to buy a humongous pan. They would just like to buy a small pan for their family. So I keep these on hand. So we just cover these up, put them in the freezer, and pull them out as needed. Our big pans, these huge pans here, are $80, and these small pans are $50. We just store these in the freezer, and then when we start to run out, we come down and grab one and cut it up. It's our signature dessert. Sometimes when I make my vanilla bean cheesecake, I do put sour cream into the filling. Not every time, just sometimes. If I have it, I put it in there. If I don't, but it's not enough to really make that big of a difference. So I didn't have any today, so I just went ahead and just threw some together without it. But I do have a recipe for small pan. If I was gonna make a small pan of the cheesecake, I would do like 2 cups of the graham cracker crumbs with about a half to maybe a stick of butter, some brown sugar, maybe a half a cup of brown sugar in there, mix it together, bake it for 8 minutes, bake your crust for 8 minutes. And then I would mix 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I would do maybe 1.5 cups to 2 cups of sugar, 1 whole thing, 1 little of the 8-ounce, I believe, of marshmallow cream, and maybe a cup of sour cream. Mix that all together, put your vanilla bean paste in there, and then make your topping with your heavy cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla bean. So easy, just throw it together. It's a super easy dessert, but it is delicious. So thank you guys for making cheesecake with me today, and remember to expect something great to happen to you today and make something great happen through you today. We'll see ya. Bye, Joan.